Hello everyone, welcome to Andy Visits. In today's video, we'll be discussing the ending of Tenet. Christopher Nolan is back in theaters starting this week with Tenet, his latest mental puzzle that manipulates or inverts time for the benefit of an action thriller. Think Inception or Interstellar, only with sophisticated spies played by John David Washington and Robert Pattinson, and the challenging concept of time inversion. Now that you have seen the Tenet's ending, it's time for us to explain the ending. So, what the main characters do in Tenet's final act? Up until the final act of Tenet, John David Washington's the protagonist character believes he is preventing the evil arms dealer Sator, played by Kenneth Branagh, from obtaining plutonium. Before you can say Back to the Future though, we learn that the case that is stolen from the back of a truck contains one of the 9 pieces of the algorithm, a device invented in the future that could allow someone to invert our existence with devastating consequences. Understanding that they need to prevent Sator from triggering the algorithm in our present day, thereby helping a future society to possibly stave off a planet-ruining global warming. The Tenet team divides into factions. Here is how that plays out. What Kat does. Sator's estranged wife Kat, played by Elizabeth Debicki, reveals that her husband is dying from an inoperable cancer. She knows that the villain will trigger the algorithm as he is dying because if he can't own the world, no one can. She predicts that he will end his life and therefore the planet on the day he was happiest during the couple's Vietnam vacation. So Kat inverts herself to be able to travel back to the day and prevent Sator from swallowing a suicide capsule long enough for the protagonist and Neil, played by Robert Pattinson, from completing their mission. What Neil and the protagonist do. These guys have figured out that the remaining pieces of the algorithm have been buried under an isolated Russian city. They need to retrieve the pieces before Sator takes his own life. So this stage, what we are told, is a temporal pincer movement. In that phase, half of a team of soldiers are able to move forward through time in the battle zone, while the other half of the team is able to move backward. The protagonist and Tenet team leader, Ives, have to infiltrate an underground tunnel to retrieve the algorithm. They find that their path is blocked by a locked gate. In classic Christopher Nolan fashion, the forward-moving teams and the backward-moving teams have digitally watches there counting down the minutes that they have left. While Kat knows that she has to keep Sator distracted long enough for everyone to complete their legs of the missions. So, they are stuck behind the locked gate and are unable to stop one of Sator's thugs. But there is a masked body behind the gate, and it springs to life, saving the protagonist from getting shot and also unlocking the gate. Nolan zooms in on an unrecognizable red string which we had seen previously and later determined is a part of Neil's backpack. Thus we believe means that this is another Neil sent backward through time to be at this moment to save the protagonist. The red string was seen as a masked soldier who prevented the protagonist from being shot and killed at the opera house at the beginning of the film. This indicates that Neil essentially has been watching over the protagonist on his entire journey, needing to get him to this place. Think of it like the Terminator. Neil would be Reese, sent back from the future to protect John Connor. That's why after the mission, Neil says that the protagonist that this is the beginning of a long friendship. Neil has known the protagonist for decades, even though the protagonist thinks they have just met. Kat and Sator. Now on the boat in Vietnam, the inverted Kat knows that the version of herself who is living in the time has traveled to the mainland with their son. She pretends to be herself for a bit, but as she pays close attention to the time, she sees that Sator is on to the runs. Somewhat, Sator is communicating with the protagonist at the bottom of the cave. He believes he has the upper hand on Neil and the protagonist, and that once he swallowed the suicide pill, their mission will fail. Kat confesses that she almost jeopardized the mission by killing Sator early, but she tells the protagonist she was confident they would figure out a way to make it work. And they do. Neil, Ives, and the protagonist divide up the 9 pieces of the algorithm and go their separate ways. Neil makes it clear that he has been sent back in time to complete this mission, and by the end of the film, the protagonist comes to understand that he has been the one pulling the strings on Tenet this entire time. He stops one light assassination attempt on Kat and her son, comes to terms with his role at the head of the organization, and the movie comes to a close. So, have you watched the movie yet? If yes, then mention your views in the comments section. Thank you so much.